chocolate, and popcorn. Looks like they're doing a little bit of calculus.
If I ever visit your house, if I don't take my shoes off, I'm gonna tell you something.
Hey everybody, what's up? This is Jonathan Montgomery. I am here in Sandy Spring, Maryland, checking out this beautiful home in this beautiful community. It is quiet and relaxing. I feel like I'm out in the country. I don't know if I'd say the country, but it is beautiful. All the houses out here, you know, it looks like everybody it's just kind of peaceful right now. Now it's a little late afternoon, so maybe when everybody comes home, that might change, but I doubt it. We got some friendly neighbors. I see some neighbors over here getting ready to walk the dog, and you know, it's just gonna be, it's kind of cool. So we're gonna check out this house behind me. You can't see it too well because I got all these trees. Let's see if I can get a little closer. But yeah, this is a great house. You know, it's funny because I just noticed something. I'm talking all quiet. And that's because it's a quiet neighborhood. You know, I feel like my voice is just gonna travel all over the place. And that is not necessarily what, you know, it kind of just makes you want to whisper. But this is the house right here. I'm under this beautiful tree getting some shade, and I'm looking forward to seeing the inside. I think it's gonna be a pretty cool house, but we will see. Oh, okay, now we got some neighbors driving by. They just waved. Anyway, you guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 20,000, and you guys can help me get there. Share the video with your friends if you don't mind. And also make sure you subscribe if you are watching this video. Just hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. That really helps with getting the video out there with the algorithm and all that good stuff. But I'm gonna go on inside. I gotta find the lockbox and unlock this thing so we can check out this house. Okay, so this is the home right here. Now, again, this neighborhood is called, I'm in Sandy Spring, but the neighborhood is called Auburn Village. And a lot of the houses look similar to this. But what I noticed is that the lots are a nice size. And so you can kind of get a feel for the neighborhood here. And there are lots of trees, which is cool. So this is a pretty well-established neighborhood. Lots of trees. You're gonna drive through, you're gonna get a lot of shade, as opposed to, you know, a newer community where they just plant the trees and next thing you know, you don't really have a lot of shade. But I think this is pretty cool. So I got the door open here, and we're gonna go check it out. Okay. All right, this is a pretty traditional floor plan. And they're asking me to take off my shoes. They said put on the booties. The carpet is new, but I don't see any carpet. I don't know what they talking about, but I always take off my shoes. It doesn't matter. I don't like to track stuff into people's houses. Unless, if the house is nasty, I'm taking these shoes off. Okay? So if I ever visit your house, if I don't take my shoes off, and that tells you something. All right. Okay, anyway. All right, so we have here, this looks like this is going to be a family room. All right. Now, I have my own definition of rooms, living room versus family room. Let me just kind of share with you my mindset. There's technically no real difference, but I always feel like the room that is toward the front of the house is the family room. And my thinking behind that is that when extra family members come over, this is where they tend to congregate. In particular, if you were having, well, not to get too dark here, but back in the day, if there were like a passing or something like that, a family member passed away, generally the family, the additional family, they would gather in that area kind of as an extra seating or flow room. So I always felt like that was the family room. That's where people kind of met, and then the visitors and guests would come in. So that's just my philosophy, and that's just from some stuff that I read before. So I tend to call that the family room. And then the room that's toward the back of the house where there's the TV, that's where you're living. So that's my philosophy on the living room. So I don't know, you guys may have a different way of labeling it. Technically, as an appraiser, there is no wrong or right answer when it comes to those two. All right. Now here I have what I would I don't know if I'm gonna call this a dining room or a den or not, just because I can't quite tell. It looks like it might be a den. I don't see any light fixture in the middle. Now I did notice that's interesting. That light, they need to push that up. And they got a couple of them like that, where we have the recessed lights, which are probably LEDs. Okay, yeah, I can tell now this is a den. But it's a great little room here. This is like your extra seating and beautiful hardwood floors. I don't know what they're talking about with the carpet. Oh, what is that? Okay, we got a little surprise. Okay, might have to go check it out. All right, now we got this dining room. Now, this is pretty cool. I like this. And they have wallpaper. Looks like wallpaper. No, that's paint. Okay, so they took the time to paint this, and we have different textures of paint. One with a gloss. It looks like the silver has the gloss, and then we have a flat paint, and they did that all the way around. So it really gives the impression, I want to see if I can turn on that light. Oh, that looks good. It kind of feels like there's wallpaper, but they actually have paint. That's really cool. Kind of gives it a nice classic stately feel in here. See the trim on the walls, the wainscot. The trim is more of a classic look here. I like this. I like the sconces, and even with the chandelier here. So this is clearly a dining room, and you can see it's a pretty nice size. So, and it has enough room for us to have additional furniture in there. Wow. I don't know if this is staged furniture. I'm going to assume that it is because the house is vacant, but I like what they did here. Be curious to see if, what you guys think about that room. Okay, let's check out this bathroom. Okay, all right. They're going with the black. Okay, now. Here we go. And that's me. Obviously, you know that. I think this is a pretty cool bathroom here, powder room. It'd be interesting if they took like a main bathroom and painted it with more black. I wonder who's daring enough to go for that. I know we're not gonna do that in our house, but. All right, let me see here. Looks like we have our study. All right, with the ladder. I suspect that people really don't use these. I mean, they use it occasionally, but not enough to say, oh yeah, we have to have a ladder. But no, this is pretty cool. Good shelving in here. It definitely looks like an office or a study. All right. Again, I have not seen any carpet. Maybe it's upstairs. We'll see. Oh, here we go. Okay. Check this out. What do we have here? Okay, that's a mudroom. That probably takes us to our garage. So let me go look just to make sure what we have here. All right, yeah. 3-car garage. Yeah, definitely. Nothing crazy. Oh, we got a little bit of a setup here. So I guess if you can hang your bikes or whatever, they have a pulley system for that. Got the alarm and a closet here. All right, let's check out this room here. So this is what I would call a living room. All right. So if I'm ever, oh, this is cool. I like this carpet. That's a nice surprise. At first, when I was approaching, I thought those were lines from cleaning. Like if you have the carpet shampooed, you kind of get that line. But that actually is a texture pattern in the rug, in the carpet, I mean. And that looks really nice. I can get with that. definitely take your shoes off, because man, you want this to last for a long time. Yeah, we got lots of lighting. And then we got this gas fireplace over here. I think this is a pretty cool room. All right, somebody's doing a little stargazing, and you're in the right place for it. You can get a good view of the sky up there, high ceilings. Okay, let's check out this kitchen. I'm gonna have to turn on some lights, see if I can figure it out. So far, I'm not doing so well. All right, I got that light on. I have a feeling that I need to come over. Okay, let's see. Ah, there we go. There we go. Now we can see. All right, they got all the paraphernalia and all this stuff on this house. Look at this fridge. I like that. This is certainly modern, new. They're going back to having the doors that match the cabinets. This is a monogram. Nice refrigerator. Not the largest one that, I've come across, but I like the look. You could tell this is definitely new, the finish. I wonder if this probably hides some of the mechanics on that. And yeah. And then we have these nice tall shelves, or cabinets rather. Yeah. And this is reachable. I mean, it's up there, but it's not like super, super high. All right, we got our beautiful hood. Oh, I like this. This is cool. Now, you do have a little surface area that you're missing, because you got this right here where, you're gonna be cooking, but that's okay. I like it because now we just have cabinet down here. Now, I'm curious. Okay, yeah, so we actually get some storage. That's not too bad. I like that. Okay. All right, and then we have more cabinets over here. We got the double oven. All right, we got something going on here. All right, so as soon as I open the oven, it all lit up. All the controls lit up. At first, it was just that center clock. I wonder if it does it there. Yeah, there we go. It changes a little bit. Okay. Hey, this is pretty cool. Man, I like that. Okay. And then we have this island here. I know we have one dishwasher. And okay, yeah, we got the microwave drawer. Shout out to my boy Gary in Atlanta. He's gonna be renovating his mother-in-law's house. It's gonna be their new family home. And I know he's gonna get one of those microwave drawers. I think I might need to get something to drink here. All right. Yeah. I try to look at most of the cabinets, because sometimes we just find some little surprises, right? So I'm trying to make sure I show more of that. All right, so now we went with a different tile, the ceramic out here. And this is kind of a sunroom, but it really could be like a little breakfast area. You go over there. Oh, okay, this is cool. It adds some texture to this wall. I like that. That's a good idea. That's the cool thing about my work. I see a lot of stuff that people do, and I get to figure out if I like it before I try it at my house, or it just kind of gives you some ideas. Okay, let me make sure I close this door before I go out here. All right, got us a swimming pool. Yeah, look at that. I can get with that. We're gonna walk down here. I wonder what's going on. Oh, there must be a park or a school back there. I hear some kids playing around. But it's not bad, because there's quite a bit of separation. We have that green belt, all those trees and all that stuff. So you don't feel like they're right in your backyard. And this looks like, I wonder if the water's warm. Let's see. Let's check and see. Oh, it's not too bad. Oh yeah. Okay, not super cold. And it looks like there's some, we got a waterfall, a water feature over here. So some fountain action going on. You turn all this on and you can kind of see we got something. I don't know how these are supposed to work. Maybe, that's interesting. Because I can kind of see some of those little things over there too. I don't know. I'm just guessing at this point. But looks like it could be cool. All right, let me go back inside. You can kind of see the back of this house. We got a big old patio area where you can certainly entertain. This is new. I like that. You got the glass rail. So you actually have this set up where the railing is not blocking your view of things. Okay. Yeah, I like this. Now I have no idea how much of this land belongs to this house. All right, that's something that I would figure out from county records, but you never know. Even if it's not yours, it's kind of nice to have it back there because it means nobody else is gonna be building on it. And you probably will treat it like it's yours without the maintenance of it. Let me see if I can figure out this door before we go. Okay, I got that door locked. So let me find the upstairs. Now I know there's another stairway going up, but I always like going as much as I can. I like going up the, oh wait, did I miss something? Oh no, that's that den, okay. I like going up the main stairs. We got the black stairs. I like this house, this is cool. All right, got a couple of niches. Oh, do we have some? Let's turn on the lights around here so we can see. Okay, we're gonna go check out this way first. Got a bedroom. You know, they weren't afraid to use black. All right, that's for sure. And it works, there's nothing wrong with it. We have some black walls in our house. One day I'll have to do that. I'll have to do a video of our home so you guys can kind of see. All right. And we have bathroom here. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Nothing crazy. And the bathroom here, shower. Pretty traditional, pretty standard. We got something weird going on up here. I don't know what that's about. Hopefully it's not a major issue, but it could just be from the paint, from the moisture coming from the showers and all that stuff. And then we have this bedroom here. This is cool. Nice clean carpet, feels brand new. This is what happens when you don't wear shoes inside. The carpet lasts for a long time. And we have this closet, and they have kind of a partial system going on there. They did that. That looks like that's builder grade, and this is probably something that the last homeowner actually installed themselves, which works. Nothing wrong with it. Speaking of the carpet lasting, I have noticed more and more people are taking their shoes off inside. And that's probably where I got that from when I go to these different houses. All right, so now we have, this is really a bedroom, but they staged it as an office. It might have been their past office, but now it's being used as a bedroom. And here's the closet. And then, yep, okay. And then we have our bathroom here. So this is the Jack and Jill bath. And, I just noticed something. Am I missing something? Oh, okay. All right, I'm like, there's no shower. But there we go. Shower and all that good stuff in this bathroom. It's a little tight with all these doors, but I guess you really kind of They just designed it that way. So you have, okay, yeah, so we could take this door. All right, let me get out of here. And then we have this bathroom here. And this one has a gigantic closet. I mean, this is really another room. I could imagine somebody kind of like changing these light fixtures here and doing something where, you kind of stylize it a little bit more, because this is a pretty nice sized closet. I don't know if you guys can, I mean, there's a lot of room to walk in here. You could put a little island in here just to make it a little fun and upgrade the storage. It might be a little costly, but actually a lot of that could be done. Doesn't have to be too expensive. You actually could go to IKEA to get some closet systems that are a little bit nicer, and then a couple little chandeliers up here and probably some paint, and you'd hook that thing up real quick. And now, okay, we got our laundry. Okay, that's pretty cool having all that. Here's the view of our living room, or what I call living room, and then we have this big old bedroom. Oh yeah, there we go. I did all that. Here's the TV mount. That's probably where the bed's gonna end up. And let's see, we have a closet here. And I know, there we go. Yeah, I think I would definitely, this would probably be my closet, so I have some ideas what I would do. And then this is gonna be Tamika's closet because it's bigger. There we go. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, I tell you, this is not cool. It really isn't. For this house, man, you can really have a really cool closet system in here. I mean, just a bunch of wire racks. I'm not feeling that. Okay. And then here we have our bathroom. Jetted tub with the wand and nice and clean. The shower is functional, but it's not fun. I mean, this is just functional, okay? You're gonna fit in here. You can sit down. That's about all you get. But I would say it's not anything fancy, okay? So, oh yeah, you get a light. Yeah, this bathroom, I could see somebody really doing something different here. It is really a handsome bathroom. There's nothing really wrong with it. But with a home this size, these things bathrooms are next level these days. So this seems to be a bit of an understatement. Seems kind of not as fun. That's just the way I'm going to describe it. Okay, so let me go find my way down to the basement, and I will meet you down there. All right, here is the basement. Let me go turn on these lights. I don't know. Maybe I gotta go down here. All right. Okay, I see we got something going on here. Got another kitchen. Not a full kitchen. You're not gonna be cooking down here, but we got our refrigerator and a dishwasher down there. It's a cool setup. Lots of cabinets. Definitely room for entertaining. Oh my goodness. Look at that, boy. Oh man. Ooh, chocolate and popcorn. Now, anybody that knows the Montgomerys knows that we love popcorn in our house. I mean, there's a time, it's probably not unusual for me to eat popcorn pretty much every single day. Now here is a chalk wall, and looks like they're doing a little bit of calculus, but they just kind of went crazy. I don't know what's going on. We got some maybe, actually, is this really? Yeah, it is real chalk. Okay, so someone actually did do that. I was wondering if I was being faked out with a little bit of, but you know, hey, you could have fun here doing some wall graffiti on your own and then erase the whole thing and start all over. That's pretty cool. I like when people do things like that to kind of personalize their homes and have fun. That's a big thing for me. All right, we have a closet here. All right, what is this? Okay, so we have a utility area back here. All right, nothing crazy. Everything's pretty standard. I was wondering if they had some more chocolate and popcorn back there. All right. What do we have here? Oh, okay, more storage. Mattresses. And this looks like, I wonder what is this room? Oh, okay, they just went with all black. The flat black in the bedroom. All right, this is cool. I could see if you have some colorful artwork on these walls, which they possibly could have, because you could see they had some remnants, some hooks there. But I bet you this room was really sweet. Now, and of course, then we have our proper egress, so it's a bedroom. Definitely qualifies. What do we have here? Wait a minute. This thing is locked. Did I miss something? I'm wondering if that's a bathroom right there. But it is locked, so I can't get into it. Or is this it? Oh, okay, yeah. All right. They locked it from that side. So I could easily unlock that, but I'm not going to. But yeah, so this is the bathroom from that area. So if somebody's coming down here and hanging out, they have full bedroom, bathroom experience in the basement. Let me make sure I turn off these lights. Okay. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. What is this one? Oh, okay, we got more storage. Yeah, there's a lot of unused space in this basement that could be turned into another room. You can make this into a movie room, a theater, or something like that. It'd be a little awkward, but I mean, not too bad. You know, you just got to spend the money, I suppose. But it looks like everybody here, wow, they got 2 TVs. All right, let me turn on, oh, I can't, how do I just turn on the lights over here? Okay, they got a lot going on. I just noticed something here, okay? Let me first see if I can turn on the lights. Okay, so they have this big old couch, which is cool, a lot of space, you certainly got room for it. They have 2 TVs over here. I'm guessing this is all, there's a sports fan around here, okay? And then you have your projector screen, your projector over there. I don't see a screen built in, and I'm gonna assume they were not projecting directly onto this wall. But yeah, so it comes with a projector. And, but I think it's interesting how they don't have it all kind of angled that way. But you know what? This house is just simply staged. So who knows? Maybe they did do something that made all of that work. But so this is kind of like their movie theater room, which, okay, fine. You don't need to build a theater because you got plenty of room to entertain in that way. My goodness. And then they have another storage area back here. There is a lot of, okay, more storage. So what do you guys think about this house? There's a lot of room. I think this house is bigger than it looks from the outside. That's my gut feeling. Anyway, I'm gonna go upstairs and we're gonna go check out the numbers on this house. And you guys, you're gonna let me know what you really think. All right. Okay, guys. All right, tell me what you think. I like this house. I like what they did with it. I'm a fan of the black and the way they used black in this home. It's a very contemporary look and works well. the way they did it. And I don't think it was an overuse or anything like that. I'm curious, what do you guys think about it? Can you get with the black accents? I mean, people are going with that and it works well. And that's actually kind of an old thing that's been brought back, because they used to do that a lot more using darker colors on walls, and then everything kind of went back to white. And now we see black making its way back. Yeah, this is a cool house. I'm up here in Auburn Village, and this house has 6,792 square feet, which it feels like it, but it doesn't feel overwhelming. It actually has 6 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and 2 powder rooms. I don't remember a second powder room. I wonder if I missed that somewhere. Sometimes I do, and you have these rooms and it's kind of like, oh, I thought that was a closet, and then you open it. I remember the one where the walls were all black. Anyway, I'll look around and see if I can find that somewhere. This house was built in 2006 and also does have a basement. Let me see if I can tell how large the basement is. We have about 3,196 square feet in the basement, and it does feel like that. There's a lot of unused space, unfinished space in that basement. And with that basement, it gives you some opportunity to build more rooms if you wanted to. But as it stood now, it's pretty, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. So you might, whoever buys it, you got your room for all your movies and all that good stuff. It's open space, probably pretty fun. Oh, by the way, did I see? Oh yeah, there is an HOA. This community is an HOA community, which is about $225 per month. And they kind of do some outside ground maintenance. There's some bike trails around the area, so that's what they are doing with it. Now, they are asking $1.499 for this home. $1,499,950. Okay, so they want all their money, that $950. I mean, okay, all right, we'll go with that. Now, taxes. Man, $14,000 a year for taxes. Hey, that's the price you pay to be a baller, I guess. I like this house, but it's been on the market for about 90 days. So what do you guys think? Why hasn't this house sold? I really think that it should have been. Maybe it's the price. Maybe there's something else. I mean, you got the swimming pool out there. It's a pretty nice little pool with the water feature on the side. But I want to hear from you guys what you think might be the issue. Why hasn't this house sold? In the meantime, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. I want to hear your thoughts or read your opinions, and I will check you out at the next house. Peace.